Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Green here, and as you know, the last update failed at everything except for nerfing Raven a little bit and making her not buff King's percentage damage on special tree. Other than that, all the bug fixes they wanted to introduce were not introduced or were not introduced properly. So in this video we're going to go ahead and list every single bug that is currently in the game, as far as I'm aware, and that needs to be fixed. So hopefully they know what to look forward to. First of all, we're going to have a Raven tagging problem. This is not a huge thing, but it's something that's really annoying because this happened with Martian Manhunter and they did it yet again. Her tagging attack is not working properly because it can be interrupted by opponent's attacks. When opponent uses his tap attacks, that's the best time to tag him because your tagging attack takes priority over their attacks, but not with Raven. With every single character in the game, this is the case, but not with Raven. And it was the same bug with the Martian Manhunter release, where he would simply get his tagging interrupted by enemies' basic attacks. And I think that's because the tagging is the very new part that they introduced, because there's no such thing as tagging attack in Just Gods Among Us. But yeah, that needs fixing, and it's very annoying when it happens. Next thing, losing buffs whenever you swap faces. So we got, for example, the Last Ever Joker theme, where Joker will get buffed for every single character that dies in that specific fight. And when you transition to phase 2, let's say one-shot phase 1 of Brainiac and then transition to phase 2, Joker is going to lose all his buffs. While this is not a big deal for tier 8 because you're losing only a little bit of damage, it's a bigger deal for tier 6 and a bigger deal for tier 7 and a huge deal for tier 6. Because in tier 6, previous to this bug, people with enough luck would one shot all the way from phase 1 to phase 4 with less of Joker. If he loses the buffs, then that's not gonna happen. Not even by far. You can't even one shot phase 1 and phase 2 if that happens. And furthermore, this bug applies to King with his passive. So when you transition from phase 3 to phase 4, or from phase 1 to phase 2 in tier 6 raids, you're going to lose all your buffs, and that really hurts the tier 6 leagues, because some people are counting on a tier 3 to tier 4 one-shot to finish the raid. Also, this applies to Server Banshee, though honestly I don't know who plays Server Banshee against phase 1 or phase 3 and how they found this out, but yeah, also for Server Banshee's Torment, though that's the smallest of the concerns. But yeah, League of Anarchy and King are going to suck ass in tier 6 because they can't keep their buffs after transitioning their faces. So please do keep that in mind. Now, the Beta Club, obviously, I mean, they already admitted they messed up the Beta Club. They said that they were gonna fix the Beta Club this update. They messed up fixing the Beta Club, and now they are going to attempt to fix the Beta Club again. Or at the very least, they said they were looking into it. My advice would be to, in order to pretty much test if your Beta Club is working properly, put it on a Batman Ninja Catwoman. Put a level 10 Beta Club on Batman Ninja Catwoman, give yourself even some epic dot damage on it, and see if you can one-shot tier 7 Horrific Scarecrow. If you can't, then it's not working properly. But again, you can need good gameplay for that, so not sure about that one. But yeah, Beta Club is not working properly. Now while we are at the topic of artifacts, there are two misconceptions that are being spread right now, and I was a part of one by mistake. Both the All Blades and the Sword of Salvation work properly. Like, I have gone in depth and tested both of them. Both of them work properly. It was my bad with Sword of Salvation, and I don't know what people are on about the All Blades, but they all work properly in both normal raids and soul raids. With the All Blades, a lot of people say that it doesn't work properly in the new soul raids. It does work properly, it does stack properly, but it deals less damage than it used to deal in our soul raids, because obviously the soul raid is just started, and you have far less passive attack from the event-specific artifact, like the chakra that you get. It's only a level 1, you might have had a level 3 Rise of Krypton Spears, so yeah, the passive attack is not there, so those are not bugged. Another thing is the Arkham Knight Batman Stunt bump on Brainiac. There's for a while a bug where Arkham Knight Batman Stun Bump is going to sadly not be able to stun the boss Brainiac, so you can't pretty much hit phase 1 or phase 3 properly using Robert Harlequin, because when used especially with Arkham Knight Batman, Brainiac is going to be simply pushed off the stun bump by the Arkham Knight Batman, and the bomb is going to explode in front of him without having a chance to stun him. And the only way you can get into a situation where you can stun him is if he's in the right corner of the map, and that shouldn't happen, and that simply denies the use of Robert Harlequin in phase 1 and phase 3. And that sucks, and that should be fixed. And another thing that's been here for a while, I mean, at this point, people are starting to get used to it. It's starting to kind of become the state of things. But yeah, it's the Atrocitus passive bug. We get 1 second of a delay on tagging. Like previous to, it was all the way, I think, when they released Rise of Krypton, and they haven't bothered to fix this. Atrocitus passive would trigger immediately as you tag in. Now it has a delay of 1 second. Out of all the bugs specified over here, this is the most irrelevant thing, but still, it exists, and people should remember that this thing exists. I mean, I don't necessarily want it fixed. I want an answer. Is this how it's supposed to be from now on, or is this a bug? The only way, to be honest, where this can hurt you is if with the power steal from Atrocitus, you'd be able to use a special, but you don't get it straight away, and your gameplay is getting messed up. But yeah, yet again, it's not a huge deal. A huge priority over here from all those that were mentioned would be the Beta Club working and the buffs working when moving from phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3 to phase 4 and whatever else. Again, it's not very relevant for people that are fighting tier 8 because they're not losing all much damage, but it's very relevant for people fighting tier 6 and a little bit tier 7. Because those people are going to rely on their characters moving from phase to phase with all the buffs active in order to pretty much secure that damage and secure that rate. Also, as far as I'm aware, I don't know a lot about the subject because I haven't been playing CA because I simply do not really like that game mode. But as far as I'm aware, there's some bugs going on with CA with constant crashes when you press the fight button after getting out of a previous fight. So that's something that might be worth looking into. So yeah, as a priority, fix up the Beta Club, make sure the game doesn't crash in CA, and fix that transition. Raven tagging, it's something that would be great to be fixed, because it's a character that a lot of people paid money for, and it's not working properly. Arkham Knight Batman Stun Bomb on Brainiac would be a great fix, and if you want to throw an Atrocitus passive fix in there, we'll take it. We'll take it at this point, thank you very much. But yeah, all that being said, as far as I'm aware, those are all the bugs and the glitches currently in the game that need to get fixed. And all that being said, I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate if you would share this one so we can spread the word around about the current state of things. And yeah, if you look at it, it's not like many bugs, but it's very severe ones for the most part. And yeah, they should be fixed as soon as possible. But yeah, all that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.